Alright, welcome back. Thanks for joining me on Portrait of an Addiction. Today's Minimate review, we have, continuing on with Wave 43 of the Marvel Minimates, the Jean DeWolf saga. We have the villain of the storyline, Sin Eater, along with everybody's favorite man without fear, Daredevil. Our standard red packaging, the Jean DeWolf saga label up there. Avatars on the bottom. Avatar for Daredevil, Sin Eater on the side, bios, and the wave outline on the back. Let's pop it open and see what we got in the pack. In our package, we've got our standard tray liner, which shows off we've got a lot of fun stuff in this one. One thing that we haven't seen translate yet into the Marvel series is from the Marvel Capcom line and the little display stand. Luckily I have a bunch of them kicking around, so we'll be using those. And let's see what we've got. First Minimate we're going to take a look at today from this pack is our Man Without Fear. Daredevil in his traditional red costume, which we have not seen since I believe it was the Target wave. I'm just looking here at my display, seeing how I'm actually filming this in the Mini Jeff Productions prop house. And yeah, we haven't seen just our standard red costume in quite some time, and this is, I think, the definitive one. Nice detailing, chest, arms, face. We've got a new holster for his billy clubs here on his leg instead of the standard old belt piece, which did the job great, no complaints about that. But this one looks even better. And I won't be able to get you a good view of it, but it's actually got not separate, but more formed little compartments for his billy club pieces there, which is very cool. Let's see here, under the mask, if we can get her to ease off there. Oh, look at that. Nicely done diamond. We've got his glasses on his face, and he comes with our hairpiece. So we've got our Matt Murdock head underneath there. Pop this head off, toss it onto a suit piece, and we have our blind lawyer, Matt Murdock. Looking good there. I like that. I like to see the glasses on his face. None of the previous Daredevils have had that feature, actually. Nice horns on there. This mask looks like it might be a reuse from the Shadowland series. A little more defined hair horn pieces on there. Alright, let's see here. Let's get these individual billy clubs out here. Again, nice touch, good size. Fit in the hands nicely. Always like that. I like that right from a Wave 1. They've included those with him. Kind of a standard for Daredevil. I'm going to stick this one foot up here in the air. Now, his billy clubs, I'm going to imagine, are going to be a bit of a tight fit for that holster at the onset, because I often find that with toys, that stuff like that, holsters and stuff like that, aren't necessarily a perfect fit right off the bat. And that, you know, plastic is kind of shrunk a little bit, needs to stretch out to be able to hold something in it like that. But a little bit of coaxing, gentle coaxing, and we've got billy clubs in the holster. I'll fit in there now. The next piece of accessory here that I'm really excited about is a second billy club set for Daredevil. Now, this is something I've always wanted to see, but I wasn't sure that we'd ever see happen. And one of the things that we often see with Daredevil is that his billy clubs have a bit of a rope attachment that he uses for grappling and ensnaring his enemies and stuff like that. So what Diamond gave us was a second set of billy clubs that are indeed attached with a string for that exact thing. So that's going to be fun. That'll add for some fun playtime and other things, because we can actually have, you know, get some pictures where he's hanging from it on a building ledge or various things like that. Hats off. Huge hats off to Diamond for that fun addition to this set. So there we have our Man Without Fear. Great Minimate. Let's move on nicely here to our villain of this storyline, Sin Eater. Like I said, I haven't read this storyline yet. I know the gist of it, which is kind of cool, but I look forward to reading it. So here we have our Sin Eater here. Just tossing on those display stands, flared boots, so they're stuck there. Nice colors. Nice simple colors. Purple shirt, darker purple pants, green gloves, green boots. Nice little flared cuffs on the gloves. Brown belt there. Green mask. Great face details in the mask for being a mask over the face. And it comes with, of course, his weapon of choice. This is a weapon at this scale and makeup of this toy, which is a little bit hard to pull off here. Kind of sawed-off shotgun style. Not too bad though. It's workable. Something I can throw together and make some supernatural customs with. Works for this Minimate. Now his mask is a slip over mask piece. Pop that off, you got kind of an angry looking face underneath there. And I'll just grab the hair piece out of here and pop that on. And nice graying temples. Now a little spoiler alert right now, any of you guys watching this, if you do not know the story and you're waiting to read it or anything, you might want to turn this video off now. I'm going to tell you a little bit about here with our unmasked face, because one of the things that this set comes with, and some people might have been a bit confused by, is we have a second head for Sin Eater. So like I said, spoiler alert, if you haven't read this story and want to and don't want to have it ruined, please stop watching now. I won't be offended. Alright, if you're still here, then I'm taking it that you want to carry on and know what's going on. So there we go, switched up the head. Nice glasses detailing on his face. His hair is kind of a nice hair piece. I think I have a few other ideas where this might work good for. Anyway, the deal is, with this second head and hairpiece, partway through the Sin Eater story, another character was believed to have been caught as the Sin Eater, and that's this head here. I don't have the book, I don't know for sure names and stuff. This particular head is of the character who was caught and confessed to being Sin Eater. As it turns out, he was just kind of a lunatic and was plagued by voices that were telling him what to do. Well, it turns out the voices that were telling him what to do and all this were coming through the wall of his apartment from his neighbor's apartment, who happened to be, I believe, a police officer, and he was indeed the actual Sin Eater. And that's this head and the graying templed hairpiece. Pretty cool. Very cool of Diamond to include that little bit of detailing in there. And for those of you that are a bit of history buffs with Spider-Man, they go back to this particular storyline and this character who confessed to be Sin Eater even though he wasn't. And it was Eddie Brock who did this big expose on Sin Eater and the actually not Sin Eater character interviewed with him and everything. and was making his career, and then Spider-Man exposed the fact that this wasn't the actual Sin Eater, and that ruined his career and sparked his hatred for Spider-Man, which led to Venom. A little bit of Spider-Man history there for you guys, a little history lesson. Back to this set, like I said, love the fact that Diamond gave us 2 heads, great details, awesomeness with the Billy Club on Daredevil, and the detailing on it. This Daredevil is by far now the go-to Daredevil, I think, for most people that are looking for a classic-looking Daredevil. 5 out of 5 with this set. Diamond, you're knocking them out of the park. I cannot say how much I love these Minimates, these new Minimates, this wave, the new ones you're producing. You guys are just getting better and better and better. 10 years, who would have guessed? This has been Mini Jeff. Thanks for checking it out. I'll be back tomorrow with another video review on Portrait of an Addiction.